Nobody knows me better than me, so you know I had to hop on the track. When I'm over with this garbage, you'll have to pat me on the back. Let's start off with your music, what you trying to do with that? I mean, your lyrics are fine, so I'll give you that. You always go for speed, it sounds like mumble rap. Can understand a word like your tongue is too fat. Let's talk about your rhymes, you never switch them. Like what? I'm really sorry, man, I don't mean to make a fuss, but all your songs sound like you're out here trying to be Russ. You always talking about Dax, and some of it is straight facts, but we honestly know you are much better than that. Now let's get to the personal level. You do your hair out looking like a mid-2000s rebel. When I looked at you, it made me need to take a nap, because every time I saw you'd get a headache as well. Now let's get to your friends. Yeah, they dropping like flies, then you try to go and make the things right. Why'd you really write best friend? You tried to impress them, but you messed it up before. Now you cannot address them. Maybe they were just testing, but you went super crazy because you couldn't text them. And you had a giant crush, but she just didn't like men. Didn't stop you from trying. Yeah, I think you were crying cause she wasn't replying. The memory's kinda fuzzy, but I think I'm rewinding. There's a lot of stuff you do that you don't post about. You're always out here rapping about how you have all this clout, when all you do is play these games, sometimes out on the couch. And you're always out here filled to the brim of self-doubt, but honestly you got more than what most people have. You got a knack for this writing, and you ain't into the fighting, but you always seem to fall right into your traps. You always end up saying something that you cannot take back. You always do something bad, that's where the problem is at. You need to think before you speak and try not to get attached, because it always hurts you when it ends up real bad. I think it's pretty sad to say this is the longest song you've made, where you're dissing yourself. You have way too much self-hate. Writing lyrics about life, how your heart's filled with strife, how you thought you'd be a father, thought you would have a wife. We all know you're 13, and I don't mean to be mean, but just stop causing a scene. Now you're only a teen, but at least your lyrics aren't about getting all that money and lean. Yeah, you think that you're the best, but people aren't impressed. I had to get this off of my chest, and now I have to put this track to rest. Maybe this was a test to see how many flaws I could find, and now I'll send a text to my real good friend Hex, so he'll know I'm done with the song and he can start the mixing process. Maybe this was a trick so I could get all the views off a Marshall stick, so that I could be picked for this out-of-date trend and maybe get some clicks. I wrote this up right quick, it hit me like a brick, that if I did this it would be pretty slick. Now anyways, I'm out. I hope I get some clout, because that's what this whole entire song's about.